Hey y'all, it's Voluptuously Skinny, and I am here with a post-op update. I'm a week behind, and I don't have Dion with me today. I've got Doc with me. You say hi?
What's up?
So that's Doc. And currently, as far as my update on weight is concerned, last week I was 202, so I think I was down exactly a pound. And then this week I'm down to 201.8, so down another 0.2 pounds, and which is just fine with me. I'm like New Jackie 33, honey. Any amount down is good enough for me. I'm not gonna complain about it. So anyway, we're just out for a morning walk, and there's been nothing too new. And actually Dion is probably gonna be upset that I made this video without him, but I wanted to get it out because we're so late, and because I'm on one schedule and he's on another schedule, being that school has started. It's been hard for us to sit down, but we'll make a video together. So I'm actually not going to give you his update. I am going to let him do that himself. So anyway, the biggest thing that has happened to me is, well, even before I start talking about that, let me talk about my reduction and the update that I have on that. Because I just kind of gotten to a point with that I just wasn't even going to talk about it anymore, because it's still a bit of a sore spot. Don't misunderstand me. I am definitely glad I had it done. I don't regret it, but it's still a little bit of a sore spot with me. Still a little kind of emotionally tender as far as that's concerned. I did have a updated doctor's appointment on this past Tuesday, or another follow-up, and I will start physical therapy sometime this month, and looking forward to that, I guess. Everybody keeps telling me how painful it's going to be, but just looking forward to loosening up scar tissue and having the range of motion in this arm not, well, I'm not going to say having the range of motion not or be fixed or what have you, but just being able to feel comfortable using this arm, my right arm, stretching it more, reaching for things, because I'm very guarded with that because of the pain and the stretching of the scar that it causes. So I am looking forward to that, and we'll start that this month. And actually, when I talked to the surgeon, she said, hey, because I'm telling you guys, I have had such a visceral response every time I go to the doctor's office now, especially the surgeon's office, and talking about it, exposing myself, because even that, when you have the reduction, you have to know there are things that you got to be able to live with. And in my case, having multiple surgeries, I have one side that's a little smaller. Well, I would say this morning I was looking at it and I could see a little more significant size difference now that, swelling is going down, and it's, inflammation is going away. So I can see a more significant difference in that. I forget what else I was going to say about that, but anyway, she was asking me, so I have such a visceral response. So I literally start sweating. She took my blood pressure. My blood pressure was, usually it's like 110 over 70, over 60 something. It was 123 over 83, which is not extremely high, but it's high for me. And I get so emotional. And this visit, I cried so much. And she said, okay, let's sit and talk about this. And I told her, I said, I'm just trying to get over it. And she said, well, you've been through a lot. It takes a lot more, to get over it. But make sure you continue to talk to somebody. So I am continuing to talk to someone about that. Yes. And I will continue to talk to somebody. She told me, she said, don't just think, in 3 or 4 visits it'll be taken care of. You have to make sure that, those issues are resolved, or that you have tools that you can use readily, that help you coping. And especially with, that incites emotional eating and so forth and so on. So anyway, enough about that one. So as far as VSG is concerned, I am eating well. I'm actually eating about 12 to 1300 calories on average. And okay, I'm not telling the truth. I'm eating about 1100 to 1200 calories on average. There are days where I eat a lot more, especially if I'm eating candy. Because this past week we went to a baby gender reveal and we stocked up on the candy. Enough candy, we sat down and we put our booty on my bed and divided it up amongst us 3 and ate it throughout the week. Well, I ate mine throughout the week. Every night I was eating candy, and which is crazy because I am so not a candy person, or wasn't a candy person. I'm more, I told y'all, popcorn, potato chips, all that good stuff. I have eaten popcorn a couple times too. So anyway, y'all, yesterday, was it yesterday? No, the day before. This is the biggest thing that's happened. The day before, I was taking, I'd say 2 nights ago, I was taking nightly medication, and I was also taking some stool softeners, and they're in, they're the generic brand, and I don't know if they all come in the soft gel caps. They were the soft gel caps, and I take the maximum 3, especially when I know I've been constipated or something. Then I take Miralax daily, and I take the maximum amount of stool softeners daily. And that's what I had been instructed to do in order to get myself regular. So anyway, took the pills, and I don't know how soon after that I noticed that I just had an uncomfortable feeling, like I had something stuck in my sleeve, and it was just not comfortable. So I drank more water, and it just would not move. And it wasn't uncomfortable enough to where I couldn't go to sleep, or I felt like I was going to get sick or anything like that, or that I couldn't get water down easily. It was all that was fine. It was just so uncomfortable, but not really painful, if you get my drift. So anyway, laid down, went on to bed, but woke up a few times during the night. In fact, I should have recorded that my jawbone, but now I don't even know if I can go back to see how many times I woke up. But anyway, woke up several times during the night. Could feel that discomfort when I moved around, tried to get in a comfortable position, because I still only sleep on my back. Ouch, that hurt. Or my right side, kind of, sort of. And anyway, just could feel it all night long. So then got up that next morning about 5 o'clock, and I said, man, something is really stuck, and it ain't moving. So, ooh, what is that? Oh, Jesus. So anyway, Doc, we gotta scoot over to one side while people run. I think I'm supposed to be on this side in the middle. Anyway, where was I? So anyway, 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, something is really stuck. That pill is really stuck, and it ain't going nowhere. This has been some hours and hours now. This is over 10 hours. So I got up, put it on social media, and said, hey, I got something stuck. I'm tripping. Can y'all help me out? I'm almost a year out. Never had this happen before. So anyway, several people responded pretty quickly, and I was so appreciative of that. If any of you are subscribers, thank you. So anyway, they suggested, I was already drinking lots and lots of liquids, so some of them suggested liquids. Already doing that. Somebody suggested warm water or warm tea. I only had the smooth move tea, and I wasn't going to do the smooth move tea because I had somewhere to go that morning. And so I got some warm water, drank warm water, trying to dissolve it. Somebody said, well, it's probably just your esophagus irritated because those pills are most likely dissolved by now. That wasn't right because I knew they weren't dissolved because I could feel them still stuck. And there's a different feeling, I think, between irritation and something that is solid in your stomach or your sleeve, your esophagus, whatever. So somebody else suggested peanut butter. So tried the peanut butter, and the peanut butter actually gave me some relief, but it was still there. So I even got a little more peanut butter. So I know the peanut butter kind of pushed it down a little bit. So I had a doctor's appointment that morning, went to a doctor's appointment, left the doctor's appointment, still had that item stuck, or those pills stuck. So about 10:30 now it's been a good 12 hours or more, about 13 hours that this thing has been stuck. So I finally call the doctor's office and I say, look, I don't know if y'all are who I'm supposed to call, but this is who I'm calling. Tell me what I need to do. This is what's happening. So she told me, she asked me a bunch of questions, asked me had it ever happened before. I told her no, this is the first time that I have an appointment with them for my 1-year follow-up in a couple of weeks, and wanted to go ahead and call because I was struggling with this. So she ended up telling me, I told her the things that I had already tried. So she said, well, go try the meat tenderizer. And I knew about the meat. Oh, don't let me forget, I had also tried pineapple juice, and because pineapple juice is supposed to have enzymes in it that will help dissolve, kind of like the meat tenderizer. And I never had to use the meat tenderizer before because anytime I drank a couple of sips of pineapple juice, it worked for me. Well, and I will say, so I say I've never done this before, but one time, probably about 2 months out or so, I think I'd eaten some tuna and it was too dry. And it just seemed like it was sitting on my stomach. So I drank a couple sips of, not really stuck, but just sitting there weird. So I took a couple sips of pineapple juice and it worked great. So anyway, told me to get the meat tenderizer. She said take a teaspoon of meat tenderizer and an ounce of water, mix it together, drink it slowly, sip on it. Well, I'm way out and about, so I just stop at a Walmart, run in, get a case of water, because I didn't want to spend $1.50 on one water. So I went in and got a case of water for like $4 and a container of meat tenderizer. I said, I don't have nothing to mix this in, so I poured the meat tenderizer in my hand, drank a little bit of water, switched around a bit, and, just swallowed it slowly, little by little by little. And there was no relief. So I waited a little bit and then did it again. Still no relief. So all day yesterday, I sipped on Premier protein shakes. I ended up drinking 2 throughout the day. And then I also ended up having, what else did I have? Oh, when I got home, my son had cooked spaghetti. And they had told me not to eat, just to drink. But I was hungry by that point, and a little bit hungry. So I'd asked Doc to fix me just a little bit of spaghetti. And it was mushy enough to where I felt like, okay, it should go down okay. So I ate, ate baby spoon. It was about a quarter of a cup of spaghetti. And ate it with a baby spoon. Took my time, chewed slowly, chewed to liquid consistency, and would swallow. Took me about an hour to eat a quarter of a cup because it hurt. And I ended up Yeah, this time it literally hurt. It was more than uncomfortable. It hurt. So I ended up, after doing that, and I know y'all probably saying, "This girl, you crazy. Why you do that?" But I did it. So after I finished, it was probably about 10 o'clock. I felt significantly relieved. So I don't know if me continuing to eat a little bit more solid kind of helped it unlodge. And I wouldn't suggest that to anybody. Or if it was just it finally dissolved enough to where it could go down. And even if you think about tomato sauce, and tomatoes, they have a little acidity. So it could have been the acidity in the tomato sauce, that helped it kind of dissolve a little more and break up. But anyway, I was so thankful because I'm relieved this morning. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Because I was just thinking to myself, Lord, I don't need another thing. Not another health thing in my life. So anyway, y'all, that's my update. That's my update for today, or the last 2 weeks. And I'm going to get Dion on here, get him back on track, and let him give y'all his update. So I will talk to y'all later. I love y'all. Y'all continue to pray for me. As always, we continue to pray for you. Don't we, Doc?
Yeah, we do.
We do, don't we?
Yeah,
you were praying for him last night, weren't you? Boy, this boy right here, if you want a healing prayer, this one right here, he'll do it for you. He was praying for y'all last night. So I'm praying for healing of my stepdad and pastors and leadership, and boy, he'll do it. He'll do it. So anyway, y'all, I'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Peace out, babies. Mwah. Say bye.
See ya.
Let's talk about it, yeah.